Well, this is the last thing I wanted to wake up to this morning. So a couple of hours ago, Chandler Jones officially requested a trade from the Arizona Cardinals. At this point, I'm not even surprised, to be 100% honest with you. Chandler has been very vocal about wanting an extension, and the front office has been unwilling to give him one. I'm almost certain that they've had talks about it, and more than likely, that conversation didn't go too well, because if it did, he wouldn't have requested a trade. I'm honestly getting tired of our front office. Like, how many star players have to bash our front office for us to realize it's a mess? Now let me list a few former Cardinals that have bashed our front office in the past, and you tell me who the problem is. We got Patrick Peterson, Calais Campbell, Tyrann Mathieu, DJ Swearinger, Tony Jefferson, just to name a few. Half of the people that I listed are star players who either were released or the Cardinals just let walk in free agency. And it looks like the exact same situation is taking place here with Chandler Jones. I wouldn't even be surprised that we just don't end up trading him and just let him walk in free agency. Now personally, I think we should extend him. But at this point, I don't even know what's going to happen considering our front office is one of the most delusional in the entire NFL. Remember when we let Calais Campbell walk in free agency and he proceeded to ball out for multiple years after? He's actually very productive still, despite him being 34 years old, and we just let him walk for nothing. Remember the whole Tyrann Mathieu situation? Tyrann Mathieu was one of the best safeties in the entire NFL, and since he got hurt 2 years in a row, the Cardinals asked him to take a pay cut, and he was unwilling to do so. So what do the Cardinals end up doing, you ask? They end up releasing one of the best safeties in the entire NFL, and you know what they did with that money they freed up? We signed Sam freaking Bradford, who's known for robbing teams of money, to a $15 million contract. Now you tell me, would you rather have kept Tyrann on his contract, or would you rather have signed Sam Bradford to $15 million? I think the choice is pretty obvious. And considering how close Pat P and Tyrann were, it was no surprise to me that in 2018, guess who was next in line to request a trade? Yup, Patrick Peterson. And looking back at it, I don't blame him. We were going into a rebuild year with Josh Rosen as our franchise quarterback. Yup. Josh Rosen as our franchise quarterback. Even Helen Keller saw that Josh Rosen wasn't the franchise quarterback. If I was Pat and saw the way they handled Tyrann's situation, I probably would have done the exact same thing. And we all know, after Patrick Peterson's contract ended, he's no longer on the team. Pat even stated that he wanted to be a Cardinal for life on his podcast. So either the Cardinals completely lowballed him, or they just flat out didn't offer him a contract. And this isn't even the last situation I could talk about either. I didn't even touch on the Tony Jefferson and DJ Swearinger situation. Honestly, I'm starting to realize again how many stupid decisions this front office has made in the past couple of years. Even this offseason, we let Hassan Reddick walk for $8 million freaking dollars. And if we end up trading a guy who played a huge part in recruiting JJ Watt to Arizona, everyone in this front office needs to be fired, especially Steve Keim. I'm sick of watching star player after star player leave or request trades from the Cardinals. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Chandler wants an extension. It's that simple. If you're the front office, you call Chandler in open negotiations to show you want him here long term. Steve Keim, listen to me. If you trade Chandler Jones, I take everything I said about this offseason back. If you end up losing a top 3 to 5 player on the roster because you won't give him an extension, you are officially one of the worst GMs in the league again. You've done this way too many times in the past for me to forgive you, so my hope is that they figure it out, because at this point, I'm sick of seeing star players wanting out. And what makes me even more sick is that Kyler tweeted out, "Game so dirty," after Chandler requested a trade. If Chandler wanting out doesn't concern you, this should. Kyler seems to be very aware of our front office problems, so if he leaves, our entire future is gone. Literally, all the Cardinals have to do is extend Chandler Jones for at least 2 more seasons and give him some guaranteed money, which he doesn't have in his current contract. Please, Steve Keim, do not mess this up. Now that's going to wrap up today's video, but before you click off, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think is going to happen with the Chandler Jones situation. Do you think the Cardinals will trade him? Do you think they're going to hold on to him for 1 season and let him walk in free agency? Or do you think they're going to get an extension done? Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel and enjoyed today's video, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post NFL and NBA content, so if you're a fan of either of those or both of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But like I said, that's all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.